Hey, what's up, guys? This is Jin Hua. We got
Brian Spector.
and
Philip.
okay. Anyway, he's too slow. So, hey, Philip Carr. All right. So, this is actually we've been traveling for a while to all these different states, and wait, I can't even see myself here. Ah, there we go. We were traveling all these different states, and currently we're in Denver, Colorado for I don't know, probably about 2 months or so. And it's time for us to leave here. I'm actually kind of tired of traveling so much all the time. I'm getting ready to take a break and go back to my hometown for a few days, and then after that, I'm gonna be traveling again with my traveling buddies. And yeah, that's where I'm hanging right now. Brian,
Yo,
how'd you go? How'd
I'm
you
going
go?
back to Texas, the great state of Texas, the one and only state of Texas. Okay, anyways, I'm going back to Texas in 2 days, and it was quite an experience because I got into Empower Network and I really wanted to make things happen. I didn't know how I was going to make things happen, but I just made a commitment to just do whatever it took. And so my friend called me up from Indianapolis and he's like, hey, you want to come hang out with us? So I went to Indiana, stayed there for a while, and before I knew it, I didn't even realize that I was going to be traveling around with these guys. And we've been through like I don't even know how many states, like six or seven states, and we're in Denver right now. Gonna go back home, and then we're gonna meet back up later on.
Yeah. So how was Denver for you?
Damn, it was awesome. Like there's a lot of things that I still haven't done yet, so I'll probably come back, like skiing and snowboarding.
Yeah, I'm
and
definitely
zip
doing that
lines.
too.
Yeah, so
Yeah, the mountains are beautiful. Like we have tons of pictures. If you actually follow us on Facebook, we're gonna have a bunch of pictures on there. You can actually talk to us and see all the things that we're doing. Actually, here let me. Right now we're packing. So as you can see, it's a little bit cleaner. We actually need to work on like how clean we are. Just discipline. See little mess right here. It's probably not that big of a mess. Anyways, Philo, how has your experience been?
Denver was pretty damn cool. I'd never been here before, but it's been awesome. We went to the.
Before you say all the awesome places you've been to, where did you actually come from before coming here?
I lived in California my whole life. I lived in LA, and then I moved up to the Central Coast in a little town named Templeton, and then after I got into Power Network, I made enough money so that I could actually.
So what did you actually do before Empower Network? So that way they know where you came from and then how.
Well, first of all, I'm 21 years old, almost 22, but until I was 19, I wasn't working, and then when we got our house foreclosed upon, we moved to Templeton, and then I was a ranch hand, so I did yard work, I did fixing stuff, handyman for about 2 years before I got into a Power Network, and then when I got into Power Network and I learned how to make money online, then I was able to move anywhere I want. So I ended up meeting these guys at the Chicago event for Empower Network, and then about a month later, I just was like, that's it, I'm gonna move in with these guys.
Yeah, that's it, right?
We all met up in Denver, and that's where we've been, yeah.
Yeah, and this is kind of crazy because it's funny hearing us just talking it really casually because I've actually been in marketing, the marketing industry for I don't know for about 6-7 years, and I've been struggling all this time just to make a few bucks. Even struggling just to make a few $100s a month, and I could barely afford to like sustain myself and pay for my products or pay for anything. So for me right now to actually start traveling the world and move out of my parents' house and where I used to barely afford to pay for food, pay for gas, and pay for take dates out for dinner, right? It's like just horrible. It's like it sucks when you have to like take your date back and say, hey, where are you going? Yeah, we're going back to my parents' house. How old are you? Like, yeah, 24 years old. It's like, what? You're still leaving your parents' house? So is that really that attractive? So now we're actually like be able to travel everywhere. We've been to the mountains. We've been to we've actually been to the hot springs the other day. We're actually gonna be posting that. And Philo, now, like, where have you been? Like, even when you were here?
It was funny right after we came, Jess and I, we went all across the U.S. from where we are in Colorado all the way down to San Diego, and she had a dentist appointment in Tijuana in Mexico, so we were there for 3 days, and then on the way back we saw a bunch more stuff. We actually saw I think 7 different national parks and 2 state parks.
And then y'all went to Maine too, right?
And then as soon as we got back, the next morning we flew to Maine for another 10 days and came back.
It was like just constant.
So for the first 22 days we weren't even here.
Yeah. Okay, wait. And here's a really funny thing, okay? They were they did a little bit of some business stuff, okay, but they basically had fun most of the time.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, like, cause I brought them into the Empower Network business, and when I started seeing, like, I'm getting pass up sales, like basically some sales that they make, it goes up to me, right? I'm like, what the hell? How? They're at vacation right now. How the hell are they making all this money? And I'm signing all these people up. And I was like, hey, do you know that I was talking to Jess, and she's probably upstairs right now. I was like, do you know that you passed up 2 sales to me, like, in just the time that you were gone? It's like, what? No. And then it's like, you should probably check your back office. And then, like, she's like, oh my God, I don't even know what I did. Blah, 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 blah. It's like she didn't know what she did, and she made money. So that goes to show that you don't need to be like an expert. You don't need to really know what you're doing. All you gotta do is do what we tell you to do, basically, which is outlined in the in our training, and basically the formula that we have to help you step by step on how to do it. So don't worry about all the technical things. You don't need to know all the technical things to do this business. Just get signed up. Start off with $25. Watch the video. Just write a link somewhere. It's gonna bring you to a video, so that way you can learn more about it. You don't need to know everything right now. Just get in. We're gonna walk you through everything you need to do. I don't know, any other last words we have here?
I just want to say, if you're not in, then why are you not in? Look at this, we're traveling.
I know, it's pretty amazing. And
Yeah.
literally, like Jen said, we didn't do anything while we were traveling. I had only like maybe 80 or 90 blog posts, but on my account, but on Jess's account, since we share an account now, she literally only had like 5 blog posts, and they were old. And somehow I was getting signups for this. Like, what?
What the heck? Oh, wait.
We did not do anything during our vacation.
All right,
We made
so
money.
first of all, before we start talking about some income stuff, there's an income disclaimer. I don't know what's the proper way of saying it. So
I'll say it.
you say it? Okay.
So basically, just because we make money doing this, just because we're able to travel the world and do things the way we're doing it, doesn't mean that you will, because we don't know your work ethics. We don't know how dedicated you're going to be to this business. But honestly, like, we're...
The honest
look at
truth
us.
is that we're not
Yeah.
doing much, and we're still making money.
Right, but here's the thing: you can get into this business and you may not make anything, right?
That's true, yeah.
So, right, so that's basically our income disclosure. We're gonna have a link up below as well for income disclosure. So if you want to check that out to see what the average earnings are, we're very proud of that. We take that very seriously.
And
Now,
honestly, in this company, the people in this company make a lot more money than in other companies. That's why we're so proud of the income disclaimer, because it's like, whoa, so the average person makes this amount, and then...
Yeah, actually, I had this lady message me on Facebook yesterday, and she was like, how many people does it take to make $1,000? You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
She's like, how many people does it take to make $1,000 in your company? And I'm like, 1? And actually,
Less than one.
actually,
less than 1.
Actually, you can have 1, and you can make like, what's the maximum?
Like 46.
46, 25.
That's minus the monthly that you get from them.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
roughly about $3,000 to $4,000 a person you can make maximum. And this lady was like, "Oh well, okay, I'm just checking around because like yeah, my company it takes a lot."
Yeah, exactly. So actually, hey, with you and Jess, like how much money did you, like what's your best income that you've made so far?
We made, I believe, almost $4,000 in a 10-day window. So that was our best period. I don't know. In one day, I guess it would be just the master's course sale for almost $3,000.
That's crazy.
And then how much have you made?
Me? Hang on, they have to see me. All right, so. All right, so I actually made $5,500 within one day. That was my best day ever. So that I've never even thought I would make that much before. Actually, that was like half my year's salary at when I used to do. Like before, I would barely make like $6,000 a year, $10,000 a year. Like that's really horrible. Okay, but now we actually have the resources to make like over $5,000 in a single day. And there's people here making like, oh yeah, my best day was like $16,000 in a single day. I'm like, at first I would look at that number. I'm like, How is it even possible? Right? Like how like it doesn't make any sense at all. But because of how our comp plan is structured, because of what our business is, and because of the community, the family, and how genuine, authentic, the company is, and how transparent they are with everything, like people seem to be very drawn to our company and very drawn to our business because it's not formal anymore. Like we're just shooting whatever. We don't have like green screens and everything in the back. Even though maybe later on I'm gonna shoot some professional one just because I want to, right? Jump off like cliffs and everything, and have like squirrel suits, right? And flying down like the tree. Like eventually I'm gonna do that. But right now you don't have to do that. So
and I want to also say, okay. Before I talk, I want to show you this magic trick. Watch this. I'm talking. And now the camera is floating away from my hands. Whoa! How is that possible? Okay, so check this out. Even people like myself, right? Like I used to work in the film industry. Like we had all the equipment that was in Hollywood, and for a long time I was like, oh, well, I gotta make all these professional videos and all these nice graphics in order to make sales and stuff. And it's like you make sales by doing the simplest thing, like writing a blog post or sending out an email. So you don't have to be all technical, like Jen said. And we all come from different backgrounds. I'm from the film industry. He's a ranch hand. 2 years.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, honestly, no offense.
Which hand is the hand?
Is the other one the blue cheese?
Blue cheese. Blue cheese hand. Oh gosh.
Yeah, so I mean, we all come from different backgrounds, especially at the events. There's a lot of people that from all over the place. Like we had. Actually, Jin behind the camera recruited like a blind guy.
Yeah.
There's been people.
There's a deaf guy's best day. It was like $1,500.
Yeah, and then we
ridiculous.
even had this one lady. She had cancer. It was cancer, right?
Wait, the spinal disease?
Yeah.
Australia?
Is that cancer?
No.
Christina Muniz?
Yeah, Christina.
Yeah, she had a spinal disorder, and she was basically hospitalized. She couldn't move. She was stuck in bed, and now. She's like.
Yeah, she actually look. Her story is she.
Talk and then.
And so but I can't even think about talking. Okay, so actually, she was able to earn over like $40,000 a month or something like that, and she used that money to fund her surgery or medical whatever.
Trying to find a cure for the.
Yeah, to find a cure for the disease, and finally at the last event, which is here in Denver. She was able to walk just fine, and it was like awesome to see that.
And then even the deaf guy who was even the deaf guy who got into this business, he's been able to buy cochlear implants now with the money that he's made, and so now he's able to hear a lot better than he was before. So I mean,
awesome.
There's some awesome people in this thing.
Yeah, and that's only a small fraction of the stories. We're not gonna like go through all of, like the stories right now. But basically, guys, just get in, okay? It's not that difficult, and I promise you, your life is gonna be like completely different and like, damn, it's gonna sound cheesy saying magical. It's really cheesy.
Just say it.
All right, guys, it's gonna be freaking magical. All right, so just freaking click on the freaking link. don't be a wussy. No, I can't say that. Don't be a wussy, and just click the link and check.
Before you end it.
Oh what?
I'm sorry, but I have to show you this room. This room is the Hobbit Room.
Oh gosh. Alright, so you guys can click off the video and just click the link, but he's gonna show you the Hobbit if you want to.
Okay, so first of all, we have Milo here, who is already a character in Lord of the Rings. If you could look.
I should just let my hair down.
Yeah, you should definitely let your hair down.
Okay, guys, welcome. Wait, you have to stand next to the door. Welcome to the Hobbit Room.
Oh gosh.
Welcome, Frodo Baggins.
Oh god. This is hilarious. No, you just need a cape and it's his castle.
What?
Click the link.
Click the link below. Get in, Frodo.